What's going on, guys? It's BeatinTheBookie here with some free plays for this week's LIV Golf in Bedminster, New Jersey at Bedminster at Trump National. We're going to give out some free plays today. Pretty much all the plays I will be playing at this tournament. Let me give a minute to people to get on here because it is live so they can come on and watch. So let's wait a couple minutes, maybe about 2 minutes for some people to join, and then we will get to it. I'm not going to be taking any questions because the questions on here are, I can't get them to pop up on my desktop computer. They only pop up on the phone and they're delayed, so I won't be able to take any questions. But I've got quite a few free plays, so you guys should enjoy these. And if you're watching this and you have your hot takes about LIV Golf or any Saudi Arabia hot takes, just save them because I don't really care. I'm betting just to win money. I'm betting because I like to watch LIV Golf. I don't care who pays them. And I don't care about any of your hot takes about it being blood money or whatever. For me, money is money. So that's where I stand. So if you comment any of that shit, you'll be gone quick. I'll just block you because I don't really care. Anyways, so let's get started, guys. We are in Trump National at Bedminster this weekend, and it is a par 71, 7,600-yard course. So this is a very long track, and I think it favors a lot of the guys who obviously hit the ball long, who can hit those irons long, who can drive it long off the tee. And you'll see that as we get to some of our free plays. We favor a bunch of those guys. Someone's asking me for leans. I'm going to give out golf plays. I'm only giving out golf plays on here. We're not talking about baseball or whatever. I'm going to just give golf plays out. So don't ask me about anything else. It's just golf plays right now. The first play we are going to go with a guy, that's been playing great right now. He just got sixth place at the Open. He was third at LIV Portland, and he's playing some great golf right now. Dustin Johnson. People can talk all they want about, these guys got the payday. What's their incentive to play well in these tournaments? What's their incentive to train anymore? What's their incentive to do well? Well, their incentive is, we've seen that LIV rolled out relegation this week, so they'll be relegating golfers who perform poorly to the Asian Tour. And if you want to stay on the LIV Tour in these limited spots, you have to play well. Not only that, guys, but even if you get paid $100 million guaranteed, you're still going to want to win the $4 million first place every week. I mean, that's just simple. Guys still want to win. They want to win the biggest prize pool in golf history. So guys will be trying to win this every week. So the first play we have is Dustin Johnson. Top 5 finish at plus 137 for 1 unit. I bet that at bet 365. So that's Dustin Johnson, top 5 finish, plus 137 for 1 unit at bet 365. The next play we have is a guy who's really been playing some great golf, coming off injury. People talked shit about him when he joined LIV, but we're going with Bryson DeChambeau, right? Bryson DeChambeau, top 10 finish, plus 110 for 2 units. You can find that at bet 365 also. Bryson played well at the Open. He tied for 8th place. 3 of his 4 rounds were in the 60s. He's healthy. His swing is under wraps right now. His swing is under control. He's not going with that reckless abandon of a swing that he was doing before that led to his injury. He's kind of got his swing under control. He's hitting more irons off the tee, and he's not taking as many chances. So I like Bryson DeChambeau here to finish in the top 10 at plus 110 for 2 units. That's Bryson DeChambeau, top 10 finish, plus 110 for 2 units. The next free play we have is a newcomer to the LIV Golf Tour, Abe Ancer, top 10 finish, plus 105 for 1 unit. Abe, he finished 11th at the Open. He had the best final round on course with a 65. He's up to 22nd in the world right now, and he's playing pretty well. We all know he won this season. He's playing great, and I think Abe Ancer, he wants to prove all these doubters wrong. And this course suits him very well for his game, that strong iron play. And I think, with some of the guaranteed money he's had, the pressure is off, but he still wants to win. When $4 million is the first place prize, guys are going to be trying to win. And also, this helps guys, when they're not in the top 10, top 15, say they're in 13th position, right? And they're on the final 9 holes of the final round, the third round, right? And say their team is, 1 stroke out of first place for the team competition, which is $3 million first place, right? Say they're 1 birdie out of first, if a guy is in 13th, like say if Abe was in 13th, he'd still have incentive, to make birdies finish out the round strong. So the team aspect also gives guys more incentive to finish strong all the way through. I know that wasn't the case with Pat Perez a few weeks ago, but still, most guys, in most cases, we're not going to see that happen. And I think that actually helps guys who are further back still want to finish strong so they can help their team to that first place in the team competition. The next free play I have is a guy who has been having more fun than I've seen him have in a while. Patrick Reed, top 10 finish, plus 130 for 1 unit. Live in England at the Centurion Club and at LIV Portland. This was the happiest I've seen Patrick Reed in a long time, especially in Portland. I mean, this guy was smiling and stuff. We almost never saw Patrick Reed smile before. I think, for Patrick, it's one thing that he got guaranteed money, sure, but Patrick is super competitive, where he's so competitive at times that, he's very well known for his, alleged cheating in the past. Because he's so competitive, he wants to win. So I think this is a guy that we don't have to worry about him, just taking the money and running. This is a guy who wants to win every single week. So, taking Patrick Reed top 10 for me is no problem. He's actually playing some very good golf lately. Patrick, he finished 47th at the Open. He finished 3rd at LIV Portland and 7th at the Charles Schwab. Coming off his, last season where he had pneumonia, he had COVID and double pneumonia, I believe, where he was in the hospital. He just wasn't healthy for a good 6-8 months. I think he's finally getting back to healthy. He's finally playing more golf. He's practicing more from what I've been hearing. He's finally getting back to that pre-COVID Patrick Reed. So I like Patrick Reed, top 10 finish at plus 110. Oh, sorry, that's plus 130, guys. So that's Patrick Reed, top 10 finish, plus 130 for 1 unit. The next free play we're going to take are some to win bets. We're going to take Bryson DeChambeau again, plus 1,100 for 1 unit. I think that's some great value, especially considering DJ is plus 550. I really like where Bryson's game is right now. As I talked about, he looked great at the Open, finally fully healthy off his surgery. So I like Bryson DeChambeau to win, plus 1,100 for 1 unit. The next and final player that I'm taking to win is just a long shot right now. We're going to take Matthew Wolff, right? Plus 3,500 for a half unit. That's a half unit on Matthew Wolff, plus 3,500. Matthew, we all know he's been struggling with his game the past year. He's been struggling with the aspect that, a lot of people were saying he didn't really want to play golf. It was just too mental for him. And we saw Matthew Wolff blowing up a lot in the 4th and final round. Well, the good thing about LIV is it's only 3 rounds. So there's no 4th round for Matthew to blow up. So like Matthew Wolff plus 3,500 for a half unit. He got 8th at LIV Portland. And like I said, the less rounds, the better for Matt. So we're taking Matthew Wolff to win plus 3,500 for a half unit. I think, I'm just betting that number because there's a lot of value at 35 to 1, especially when you consider the field. If I came back next week and I said, hey, Matthew Wolff, the winner of LIV Bedminster, I don't think anyone would be surprised because he's a multiple PGA winner, and the ceiling is definitely there for him to be a winner, to get his form back. It's going to happen at some point, so why not happen this weekend? So the next free play we're going to do is a top 20 bet. We're going to go again to Matthew Wolff, minus 150 for 2 units. As we know, this is a smaller field event. Matthew did get 8th at LIV Portland, and I think that's going to give him some confidence coming into this event. And I like Matthew Wolff top 20 minus 150 for 2 units. So you're going to bet 3 units to win 2 right there. So that's our juiciest play, but I think there's a lot of value right there because Matthew Wolff could probably beat 20 of these guys with his eyes closed playing poorly. So like Matthew Wolff, top 20, minus 150. The next free plays we're going to go to are head-to-head tournament bets. All right, so these aren't for the entire tournament. These are head-to-head bets. Not every site has these, so I've listed the site where you can find these to make it easier on you guys. FanDuel has no LIV Golf odds because they are the exclusive sponsor of the PGA Tour for all their live betting content. So FanDuel, they do not have any LIV odds because of their PGA partnership. So you're going to have to go somewhere else to bet these if you currently bet on FanDuel. But the good news is for you, I've let you know where I got these from, so you can easily go there and bet these. These are head-to-head tournament bets. The first one we're taking is Patrick Reed minus 110 over Brooks Koepka for 2 units. You guys know Koepka is one of my favorite golfers. I bet this on Bet365, by the way. So this is Reed minus 110 versus Koepka for 2 units. I bet this for 2 reasons, right? Patrick Reed is playing some good golf right now. He's getting better every week. He's playing more consistent. And Brooks Koepka, he just got married. His game has been all over the place. He missed a cut at the Open. He's not playing very well at all. He was just in Greece on vacation for what I assume was his honeymoon. And I think his mind is in other places where I know I've confirmed that Patrick Reed's been practicing on course every day, just like he would if he was on tour. So Patrick Reed's been getting those gears grinding, getting those rounds in, taking it very seriously. Whereas I'm not saying Brooks is not taking it seriously, but he's got other stuff happening in his life right now, like just getting married and just being in Greece on his honeymoon. So, at this point in time, I'm going to play Patrick Reed minus 110 to beat Brooks Koepka for 2 units. You can bet that on Bet365. The next play we're going to go to is Taylor Gooch minus 115 versus Oosthuizen for 1 unit. You can also bet that at Bet365. Taylor Gooch, he's one of the the better up and coming younger players. He was top 12 in the FedEx standings, and he played well at the Open. And I think he keeps it going. Louis, we're kind of seeing him coming off his best season last year. He's kind of coming off a little sluggish. His putter is just not where it was last year when he went on an incredible streak, finishing second at all those majors. So I like Taylor Gooch, where his game is right now, minus 115 versus Louis Oosthuizen. Taylor has a little more desire right now to do better than Louis. Louis has been playing golf for a long time. He's gotten paid a lot of money, where Taylor's still hungry. He still needs to earn that money so he can live a good life. So I like Taylor Gooch minus 115 to beat Louis, and I bet that at Bet365. The next free play we have is Matthew Wolff minus 125 against Pat Perez for 1 unit. I bet that at Bet Online for 1 unit. Now, if you guys are using Bet Online, you can deposit at betonline.ag. You can use code QIT50 for a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's code QIT50, all caps, for a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000 at betonline.ag. Make sure you type that promo code into the cashier when you're depositing. That's first time deposits only. Make sure you use code QIT50 for a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. The next and final matchup, the final head-to-head tourney play I have is Bryson DeChambeau -110 versus Louis again for 2 units. You can bet this at DraftKings. So DraftKings has this Bryson DeChambeau -110 versus Louis for 2 units. 2 guys whose games are going in the opposite directions. DeChambeau is on the up and up. If you follow him on Instagram, you'd see he's out there grinding every day. He's a perfectionist. So he's trying to perfect his game right now. He's been in the lab practicing. Bryson, if anybody knows him, he practices harder than anybody. So Bryson's very hungry right now. He's playing well. Like I said, he played great at the Open. And he's finally fully healthy. And he's taking less risks with his swing. So I like Bryson DeChambeau -110 versus Oosthuizen for 2 units. You can bet that at DraftKings. So I will go over all the free plays one more time for you guys. We're going to go Dustin Johnson +137, top 5 finish for 1 unit. Bryson DeChambeau, top 10 finish, +110 for 2 units. Abe Ancer, top 10 finish, +105 for 1 unit. Patrick Reed, top 10 finish, +130 for 1 unit. Then we're going to go to win bets. We're going to take Bryson DeChambeau +1,100 to win for 1 unit. Matt Wolff +3,500 for a half unit. Top 20 bets, we're going to go Matthew Wolff -150 for 2 units. Head-to-head matchups, we're going to go Patrick Reed -110 versus Brooks Koepka for 2 units at Bet365. Taylor Gooch -115 versus Louis Oosthuizen, 1 unit at Bet365. Matthew Wolff -127 versus Pat Perez for 1 unit at Bet Online. Bryson DeChambeau -110 versus Louis for 2 units at DraftKings. So those are the free plays this week, guys, for LIV in Bedminster at the Trump National Club. I hope you guys enjoy the tournament. Remember, PGA tournaments pay the same as LIV golf tournaments. It does not matter which tournament you're betting. They both pay cash. So don't be afraid to bet it. Just because you don't like it, you should like money a little more than you should worry about your feelings. All right, guys? If everybody worried about money over their feelings, you guys would be doing a lot better. So good luck this week, guys. And I'll be back next week to talk about how these plays did. And I will be back to give some more free plays for the next LIV golf tournament. Enjoy, guys. Good luck, and I'll see you next week.